this up for you?
What's up, vlog? Airport time again. We're heading to New York City. Not gonna give you guys the entire rundown of the Detroit airport and why we fly out of here. If you want to go back 2 vlogs ago, I explained that when we were heading to Austin, Texas. But I got Jamie Dodds and Nathan Smith with me on this trip. We're going to see Ryan Serhant from the TV show $1 Million Listing, and ended up hooking up with him through some mutual connections, and just by supporting him a little bit got us a long way. So we're gonna sit down with him, shoot an episode, dig into some audience questions, and then actually pick his brain on things that we want to know about. I know he does actually quite a bit of interviews, and I've seen a lot of them, so I want to make sure we're not asking him a lot of these same questions just because I've seen a lot of interviews with him where he gets asked the same questions over and over and over. So that's a little bit of preamble. We're just waiting for our flight. We're here mad early. Jamie Dodds, the man with the lift, right there. Nathan Smith. All right, check in a little bit.
Sounds terrible.
Nate Dogg, going to New York City. What are you thinking about this trip?
So much. It's gonna be cool. It'll be interesting to go kind of pick at a bigwig's brain and see how he thinks. And it'll be good.
It's funny, like reading the story about him too. He actually got into the business and kind of fell into it. Like he was on a soap opera previously, right? So he was an actor, and then got into real estate because he wanted to kind of shift things up a little bit.
Yeah.
And when he got the offer for the show, he wasn't actually a high producing agent at all, right? So it was interesting to hear him talk about the fact that he had to go from 0 to 100, didn't want to drop the ball, and that's constant pressure that you get in the business, right? Like when, I mean, you went through that when you were kind of starting out in the business too, being like, I remember we had a conversation, you know, you want to do right by the people that are working with you, you want to feel like you know the deals that you're talking about well enough to represent them, where the industry standard is not really that, right? Like you find there's a lot of people that represent things about properties that they don't actually know to be accurate.
It's huge, not even just that, but just perspective of how everyone perceives successful people, and how, you know, they see that they're making lots of money and they're successful and they know a lot of people, they're talking to people all the time. But in reality, you look at someone like Ryan Serhant and how he started, and he didn't, it wasn't this glamorous start. He didn't just get a big break and start selling real estate right away. Like it took a lot of time, it took a lot of effort, and there were times where he probably said, yeah, I'd like to give up, you know, and then he pushes through it, and he is where he is now. So that was kind of the big thing for me, is there's times where yeah, you're like, holy crap, it's a rough go, but keep pushing through it, it's fun.
New York. I thought the flight was actually going to be 3 hours. Turns out it's like an hour and a half, so we're just about to land. Nathan Smith is a hungry man. Jamie Dodds has literally been crushing deals the entire time, just doing his thing. But that's what it is, right? Like when we're on a trip like this, what we tend to do is time block all the important things that we have to do. So while we're at the airport this morning, we're making sure that we're taking care of our priorities, getting balls in the air and get them in motion so that when we land, we can deal with them. We're gonna have a driver pick us up, head to the hotel. We're gonna shoot some B-roll of that, include that as well. Once we're at the hotel, I'm gonna decide with the guys what we're gonna do. I like when I travel to bang out a quick workout when you land. I find even if you can just move around for 30, 45 minutes, it gets the juices flowing, kind of resets you. You're all stiff and everything from traveling, so there's a little tip for you guys too. Excited to show you guys the hotel. We have something special in tune, so see you soon. Wonderful. How's your day? So this is where keeping the boss lady very happy comes into play. because she ends up taking care of our crew with rooms like this. Not all three of us are staying in this room, but only one of the rooms are ready. Nathan's worried about his Osmo. Let's go. Bob. It's crazy. This is New York City, where there's no rhyme or reason as to how people are walking or why they're walking in different places.
Our suggestions.
Yeah.
Rough parameters.
So we're having a bit of a disagreement between Nathan and Jamie. But Nathan seems to think that this tunnel right here was where Buddy the Elf came through and had his snowball fight.
100%. He came right through here and then he went straight up here.
Challenge accepted.
He's saying the snowball fight actually happened right there.
Use that rock.
I don't know if that lady is talking to her dog or herself, but we're just gonna keep moving on. We talk about sweats, right? Like wearing sweats, like sweatpants and stuff like that. Oh, when I stayed there, I was dressed like a bum, and we were driving a sick car. And I came out, and the news guys came up to me and started thinking like I was a sports guy. I was laughing. I'm like, yeah, I'm a superstar.
Just nice car, then you get out.
Yeah,
Just not
dressed like a bum because you don't care.